Hey, it's Jerry Jones, co-owner, Managed Recruiters Tallahassee, and the other co-owner, Craig McMillan, Managed Recruiters Tallahassee. And today's topic, more on the great regret, because the media does a good job about the great resignation. We've all heard it, but let me tell you something, in our ears, it's the great regret. But let me tell you, there's a Harvard Business Review study out there. It just came out not long ago. 30% of the people that left their jobs for greener pastures didn't have a good outcome within 90 days when they joined.
Right.
And buddy, let me tell you, I hear that one a bunch. And then let me kind of expound a little bit here. A lot of times I'll be talking to a professional and they're thinking about, well, I'm thinking about making a change. I'm just unsure. And then I just kind of stop and listen. And then I say, well, walk me through what's good right now. And we talk about their comp and their responsibilities and really the responsibilities they have in the company and the flexibilities they have and the freedoms they have. And then when they're finished, I just tell them flat out, look, you can go make a change if you want for a few dollars more, but I got to tell you right now, you're going to rebuild everything you have right now because you're not going to get the same thing.
Right.
Unless your name's on the marquee, then you're not going to get what you've got right now, so you ought to be thinking about it. So that's, that could be something that you got to think about when the regret comes along. Maybe you should just push into clutch, take it out of gear for a minute, pull back, look at the top-down view, and decide if that really makes sense.
Jerry's right. We as recruiters will encourage you, if we don't feel like it's a good fit, we're going to encourage you to stay put. That's being a person of integrity. That's what we live by here. Yes, we're recruiters. It's our job to talk with you about opportunities that can enhance your career, and we will not encourage you to make a change if we don't feel like it aligns with your expectations. That's why the get to know you calls with your recruiter is so important.
Yeah.
I want to share a little bit more on the recent Harvard Business Review piece that Jerry spoke about. Jerry said 30% of people who left their jobs for greener pastures didn't have a good outcome. Within only 90 days of employment, respondents to the survey said they resigned due to organizational culture and the mismanagement of workplace expectations. Guys, on the employment side, that's so important. We all know that culture and management practices are so key. It's another topic for another day, but just think about that. The number one response was, I left because of organizational culture and mismanagement of workplace expectations. Don't be too hasty. Really do your research, dive deep, get in there and find out if it's really a greener pasture, and if so, make your change. But don't be in the group of those that we call and starting to see the great regret people.
Yeah, the FOMOs, fear of missing out.
Fear of missing out.
And it isn't always green on the other side.
Right, FOMOs.
There's a great axiom, right? We talk about it sometimes here in our office, but, what are the reasons to leave? And what are the reasons not to leave? And you got to line it. Get a piece of paper, draw a T on the paper. Leave, not to leave, and weigh it out. Think about it.
Right.
Don't commit. Give yourself 24 hours. Sleep on it, technically, and then make your decision.
Right.
And you should brutally ask your recruiter, and this is something that I would encourage you on. We realize the recruiter wants to place you in their opportunity. They want to get the job filled for their client. That's all good. That's good. That's what they're hired to do. But they should also be honest with you and tell you what I really think. I think the move is right, or I don't think the move is right. Here's what you need to consider. Ask those hard questions. And if you can just do that, then you can make good decisions.
Exactly. I want to read something to you. Bob McIntosh, online LinkedIn instructor, Peak Careers Consulting, said the following: it makes sense that people start running from their jobs rather than running to new ones. I attribute most of it to being totally miserable where they are, but I think some of it was follow the leader mentality. How did you say it? FOMO.
Fear of missing out. Yep.
Fear of missing out.
I heard so-and-so got an extra $20,000 a year. Maybe I get $20,000 a year. Yeah. Good luck with that. The number's really inflated. It was more like $5,000.
Exactly.
Don't buy that.
And here's what Ed Hahn, senior recruiter, said. I think that a lot of the Great Resignation was about running away from rather than running toward anything in particular, and that often can lead to rework on someone's part.
Absolutely. And don't forget, the one thing that we see a lot of, you'll see a candidate that, the resume is fantastic. They stayed at one company for 14 years and they got 3 moves in behind it. You know why? Because they're struggling to find what they had, what they left.
Yeah.
So just, be smart
Exactly.
about what you're going to do here. Be practical.
And another entry from a Cassandra. It's important to be diving deep into the culture and environment during interviews. Ask questions about their employee engagement, expectations, metrics, challenges that are being faced, and how long people historically have stayed in the role. Tenure is important to look at.
Sure is.
Yeah.
New plant manager, new boss, new CEO, new ownership, something's wrong. If you're going, you better get remunerated accordingly, and also don't forget about your exit package because there's something wrong.
Exactly. And guys, Jerry and I'll leave you with this. You might be thinking, those are recruiters. They're supposed to be encouraging me and telling me why I should leave my current employer to go to their employer. As Jerry and I have said many times, and we will continue to say, if we do not feel it's right for you, we will not encourage you to leave. And if we did encourage you to leave, knowing that we knew it didn't align with your expectations, we know that you would sniff it out. You'd get the gut feeling once you interviewed and vetted the opportunity. We're not going to go there. I hope you can get good information out of this, guys. I hope it's helpful. And please don't forget, go to MrRecruiter.com, mrrecruiter.com to learn more about our service offering. And please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel to be updated when we post these new videos.
And we'll see you.
See ya.